morning, y'all. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Would you be mine? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Last night, I had showed y'all a picture of me, my brother, and my mom. This picture was taken at my grandma's birthday party. After my grandfather died, I threw my grandma a birthday party. And man, I was really feeling it. I wish my granddaddy was there. I would have thought of that idea when my granddaddy was alive. But that picture that I have with me, my brother, and my mom, that's the only picture that I really have of us. The first picture, I would say, I have of us when she was sober. And I remember, that's why I love pictures and I love taking videos, because you can just remember the moment of the picture and the video and stuff like that. But I remember she was she was sober for a long period of time. She didn't want to put on that dress, and we made her put on that wig, and she didn't like it at all. She complained the whole time. I remember that picture, and I remember that moment. But, you know, the point of me saying that is, let me let y'all get to know me a little bit. When I was a kid, and I heard psychologists said this, I think I wasn't held as a baby. When I was a baby, I wasn't held. Period. I don't have no baby pictures of me and my mom. And if anybody, any of my family do, please let me know so I can see them. Because I don't. So I'm not really you know, when I say stuff, it can seem hurtful, but it's not really hurtful to me. And when I do stuff, I don't feel like I'm hurting anybody. It's just, that's who I am. So I'm just letting you know who I am. And it took me many, many, many years to figure out people don't know who you are and where you really come from. A lot of people think everything is just the same. Like, everybody have a mom and dad. Everybody was raised with love. Everybody was this, and many people think that. Trust me. But I'm a kind of person, you know, when I was younger, I'm 40 right now, but when I was a teenager, I used to just disappear, or I used to just do my own thing. And people be like, where you went? Why you didn't ask me to go? I never thought I needed to ask permission, and I still don't think I need to ask permission. Why? I'm a child of God. I shouldn't have to ask permission to nobody. Unless I get married, and that's when, you know, I would have to ask my husband permission. And then nowadays, people find that strange, but that's their business. Because I'm a child of God, and I roll with what God says, and how God is, and what I do, and what I approve of, and what God approves of. But, you know, that's why I'm not that affectionate. I'm affectionate. But I'm not, like, publicly affectionate, what I would say. Like, I don't like holding hands in public. You know, unless, you know, my ex who passed away, he got me into that because he would take initiative and he would grab me and he would say, come on. And then I will feel comfortable and I will feel protected and I will be feeling safe. That's why I understand when women and men say you have to make your woman feel safe. A lot of women don't feel safe because a lot of these men don't make them feel safe. They scary. They're not protectors. Men are supposed to. A woman ain't supposed to protect. I mean, y'all supposed to protect each other if y'all is in a covenant, if y'all married and stuff like that. But a man, I feel like, is a natural protector. A woman is too, but a woman is more of a nurturer. It's all how God made up our hormones and our body. That's why God gave men more testosterone and gave women more estrogen. You know, those hormones make you have different feelings. You know, testosterone make you have more masculine feelings too. I don't know. Y'all go Google that and look that up. That's just what I think. But anyways, yeah. That's why I always meet people where they at. And that's why I always like people for who they are and not try to change them. Like, if I don't like you and I don't want to be around you, I need to turn down this street because I'm going to be late for work. What's going on here? Oh, crap. But I will, I'm glad I'm early. Yeah, I have to meet you where you are. Not where you are. I like you for who you are. I'm not trying to change nothing about you. I want to know how, if I'm in a relationship, I want to know how could I make your life better. Like, if you're in a relationship, you're supposed to not complete a person. Y'all supposed to be partners, teammates. I don't know the best word to say it. But, you know, that's one thing about my whole healing journey and this whole process and all that God has done for me. And I just thank you, Jesus, for healing me. Because Jesus honestly healed me. You know, when I stopped smoking weed, like I told y'all, I'm not really a weed type of person. I'm not. But when I stopped, you know, I stopped for a couple of things. And I forgot about this one thing. And God, it was only the grace of God. Because I found vapes in my son's room. And I'm like, why? Because I know you're already lazy as heck. You don't need this. And he did it anyway. I found more and more. And then them kids in high school, they really doing this junk. I saw him videos about the popcorn lung situation and everything. And it really hurt me. Because I feel like it's just this generational curse. That's why anything with this generational curse, I don't want nothing to do with it. And I don't care. I don't care what happens. People don't understand that. People think I'm trying to be a hater. No. You know, stuff like that took away my mom from me. You know, I watched my mom out there in the streets on crack. You know, I watch her being pregnant on crack. And that junk hurt me down to my core. And I have common sense. I have a brain. Why should I like something that really hurt me? I mean, hurted me down to my core where it affects almost every relationship that I get in. Why? Why do you want me to? Only the devil will want you to love something like that. So, you know, I just look at the whole situation when God, I didn't want my son to go to the military. And he knew that. But my son is just as a rebel as I am. And he's going to go against the grain. And when I look at it, I say, and I found them vapes, I say, the military going to have him structured. And guess what? When he signed up, he had to take a drug test. And guess what? He failed the drug test. So he had to get clean. And that was nothing but God. That was nothing but God. And I hope he keep that up. And I hope he don't start drinking out there. Because a lot of veterans, they are alcoholics. They start from the military. So I hope they take that bug out their mouth too. But, you know, it's just God. You know, if you don't go, last night when I was praying, I just was praying out to God. I was like, I'm sorry, I should have listened to you, God. I should have listened to you, God. I should have listened to your teachings, God. I didn't know any better. And it's absolutely true. When you don't know better, you can't do better. That is true. So, hey, my time is